Grange personal auto changes FA or PPT policies. So this is a different procedure than if they are PA or PA3 policies. So this procedure applies just for FA, F as in Frank, A as in Apple, or PPT policies. So we'll get into this. You first log into Grange, enter your, let's go back to the main page here. Sorry about that. Okay. Enter your policy number, just the numbers, not the prefix. We're going to click search. And here you'll see this policy is an FA policy. So this procedure applies if it's an FA or a PPT policy. One thing to note about these policies, they are 6-month policies, whereas the Grange PA or PA3 can be either 6 or 12 months, but FA policies are 6-month policies. So we're going to go ahead and make a policy change on this FA policy. I'm going to use today's date. Okay. Now, the one big trick here with the FA and PPT policies is that you have to have the same amount of drivers as you do vehicles on the policy. Even if there's one driver in the household, which I'll show you in this instance, if you add a second vehicle, you must duplicate that driver. So in essence, you'll have 2 drivers, but it's the same person. So I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let's say we're adding a vehicle for this account. I'm going to select Add Vehicle. This should pre-fill. I'm not sure why it's not in this case, but that should pre-fill for you. I'm going to enter the serial number of the vehicle, select Tab, and it should pre-fill the vehicle information. You'll want to check if it's a personal use or work, commute use, and we'll click Next. Here we'll come to the coverages screen. So this is the vehicle that we're just adding. In your service ticket, you'll see the coverages that we need to add. So make sure you're abiding by those. And I'm going to click Next. Our next screen is a assigned driver screen. So you'll see here where the second vehicle that we just added, the 2006, there's no driver assigned because right now we just have one driver on the policy. So I'm going to click Quote. I'm going to show you the error that we get. There are 2 vehicles and 1 rated driver. So what we need to do is go down here where it says Add or Duplicate Driver. We're going to select that. And if you're adding a new driver to the policy, you would want to select that. If not, we're going to select just duplicate the existing driver. If there's more drivers, you'll have the drop-down button. But we're going to just duplicate Kenneth. It'll take us back to our driver screen, and you'll see it's the same exact person, just duplicated on the policy. So now we're going to go down to Assign Drivers. Oops. Well, this is a bad example to be using because for some reason we don't have his policy number in here. So I'm going to make up a driver's license number just so we can show you. Okay. So now if we go back to Assign Drivers, you'll see that we have 2 Kenneths, and now we have the option to select the duplicated Kenneth as the principal operator on the 2006 Hyundai. we go back to quote this time around, you'll see that the policy went through, or the change went through. You'll want to take note of the difference in premium, the prorated difference for this policy term, and the revised total policy term premium. And from here, you can go to upload the change, and then you'll be able to print the ID cards and email them to the insured per our procedures and update Hawksoft accordingly. But again, the important part with FA or family auto policies or PPT is that you have to have the same amount of drivers as you do vehicles. Now the tricky part will come into if we have a family with youthful operators. We always want to assign those youthful operators to the lowest rated, lowest premium generated vehicles. So if you come into a case that is a little complicated, it's always best to reach out to the main office and we can walk you through the first several that you do just to make sure that they're done correctly. But the trick is with these FA and PPT, which is a non-standard auto policy within Grange, is that you have to have the same amount of drivers as you do vehicles. Any questions with this, again, check with our main office and we can walk through a couple of the changes. That way we know we're doing it correct the first time.